What is up, guys? Wolfgang here. So today I want to talk about the Antlion Kimuras. So I have both the solo and the duo here, and I wanted to make a quick review talking about these earbuds. Let's get into it. So first off, I do want to clear out that this video is not being sponsored by Antlion. These were bought with my own money, and Antlion had no creative input, nor are they watching this video before you guys do. So these are my thoughts and my thoughts alone. So the whole idea with the Kimuras is that, as you can see, they are an earbud or an earphone with a microphone and the cable. So you can buy the cable on its own, or you can also buy it like this with their own earphones, which have their own properties, and they're both pretty good at different things, I'd say. As you can see, there's a red one and a blue one. I personally love how the red one looks, and the blue one looks pretty good as well. And aside from the colors, nothing else changes between these two, and well, the sound profile. But we'll talk about that in a bit. And for this video, we'll mostly be looking at the duos, but I have tested them both, so I just don't want to really reopen the box for the solos. So let's get into it. Now, these earphones are really nice on their own. So you can see everything looks pretty premium, pretty solid, exactly how it looks in the box. It also comes with a couple different sets of ear tips. These are memory foam, and the other two are really good silicone. I'm normally a little bit irritated by the silicone, by silicone ear tips, but these are actually really solid and they haven't caused any issues for me. You can see it comes with a TRS to TRRS adapter, so you can plug in, because this earbud comes with the two cables, so you know, the microphone and the sound separately. So in the case that you have a computer or a device that only accepts, you know, both of them, a combo jack, so most likely a laptop, you can use this to plug both of them into and turn it into a single headphone jack. Now, in my case, I really only have Type-C devices, so this isn't quite too useful. I mean, my desktop could, but it still has the TRS, so the separate two connectors. Now, for the rest of this video, I'll be recording with the microphone of these earphones, so you can tell me what you think. Alright, so now let's talk about the difference in audio quality of these two. So, as you can see, the naming may have a little bit to do with this. So solos are called as they are because they only have one driver. So this means, you know, one single membrane or piece that moves around to vibrate the air and make a sound. The duos, on the other hand, have two vibrating pieces that make the sound. So that's what makes the biggest difference between these two. And well, I feel like they have a very different equalizer. I feel like the solos have a very V-shaped sound signature, while the duos have more of a balanced, perhaps slightly boosted bass and treble, but it's more controlled, and it's, in my opinion, it sounds much better than the duos. Now than the solo, sorry. Now you may prefer the solo sound depending on who you are. I have very sensitive ears, so if you're good with that, like if you normally crank up music really loud and you like it when there's a ton of bass and punchy bass and a lot of super high trebles, then this might actually sound better for you. But for me personally, I have very sensitive ears, so the solos are not it for me. The duos are better for me. Now then, when it comes to fit, of course, these two are exactly the same as far as that goes. So I really enjoy them, actually. Like I said, the silicone ear tips are really good. And the thing that wraps around your ear, so it would be this piece right here, it feels amazing. It fits so well. Now you do have to fidget around with it a little bit because the first time will be a little bit difficult to put on, but these ear support things are amazing. Like I said, the silicone ear tips are really great, so they get a really good seal in my ears at least. This can vary depending on your ears, but for me, they've been amazing. They create a really good sound isolation, and they don't really have the need for noise canceling. So yeah, they sound pretty good. The one issue I see with these is perhaps the microphone might have to be adjusted every time that you put them on. Now, as I've put them on a couple times now, and I actually would say they're not too bad in terms of having to readjust the microphone. I've been able to just put them on and the microphone's pretty much ready. So it's been going pretty well for now. Now, just coming back here after some editing, I listen to the microphone quality and it actually sounds amazing for on the road. In the background I have an AC unit that I cannot turn off, and it's really good. It cancels out the sound of that AC unit and it picks up my voice really well. I think the high-pitched sounds, so the S's and T's, sound a little bit higher than I would like, but I can, lower those in post, so it's totally okay. The microphone quality is amazing. If you have some earbuds that are compatible, I think it's an MMCX connector. If you have earbuds that are compatible with this, or I keep saying earbuds, sorry, I mean earphones that are compatible with this connector, I would recommend getting just the cable itself to have the microphone. Even though it is a really long cable, it's worth it because this audio quality you don't get that often. It's hard. It's a really good microphone, and the earbuds are pretty solid, although unfortunately I don't have any MMCX compatible ones, so I will be using these for now. They're great, they're good, and the microphone is amazing for on the road stuff, or even taking calls, work calls, and so on and so forth. So we'll be keeping these. My thoughts vary a little bit. I tested them earlier, and the audio sounded a little bit low. It perhaps could be that I was talking low, or that the volume is low in general. But aside from that, they sound really good. Better than most laptop microphones. Some phone microphones might beat it, but as far as laptop microphones go, this is pretty much as good as it will ever get. I think it's a great solution if you want to improve your mic quality without having to change your laptop or your device in general. I think this is pretty great. And it's more comfortable than a headset per se, just because, well, my head heats up a lot with headsets. So I definitely am getting more into the game of earbuds, and I'm really loving these. Now, as far as extras come, there's not too many with these earbuds. It comes with the adapter as well as the ear tips, and it also comes with a hard case. Now, this hard case is pretty simple, has a mesh over here on the top, and it's empty down here. It's pretty nice to carry your earbuds around. However, I don't like that you have to bend the microphone to make it fit. But I mean, it is kind of part of it. And if you want a larger case, it would probably not be too great for travel and stuff, which you might be interested in taking this on travel to have a better microphone on the road. So, it's a trade-off. It's preference. Now, as far as the prices go, the solos go for $100 and the duos go for $150. So it's not too much more, and I definitely do prefer the audio signature. Of course, like I said, this is based on your own preference. So you might have to, ideally, go to a place where they'll let you test them out and see which one you like more. There may be some configurations online that you can test with to play around and see which configuration of audio you'd prefer. And, well, like I said, the cable you can buy on its own. Now, I do have a couple annoyances with these earphones. So the first one is with, well, the ear support. So it does take a lot of adjusting the first time you put them on, but that's not too big of a deal. Once it's adjusted right to your ear, then it's pretty simple to put on. Next up is that on the earphone itself, there is a lot of glossy material. So you'll see right here, there's a lot of glossy, shiny silver, and then over here it's more of a glossy plastic, but as it's blue, it's not too noticeable. So these things just, after some time, could look pretty gross. I'm not saying that matte materials don't, but they feel better on the hand at least. And my last annoyance with these is that when you're not playing audio, so for example right now that I'm only recording the video, there's like a very faint high-pitched sound in the background. And yeah, it goes away when you play audio. So for example, if I'm listening to music or if I'm watching a video, I can't hear it. Here it is. I was trying to disconnect this for a bit. But so when I was listening to music or watching a video or listening to a podcast, you don't notice it. But the second you pause any of content, you'll hear that high-pitched sound for just a bit. As a conclusion, preferences definitely do apply with the sound signature of each, but the microphone is pretty solid. And I think it's a great on-the-go microphone. Depending on when I'm editing this video, I'll determine if I will use these to record videos while I am on the road, which is something it's one use case you guys could have. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment if you have any questions. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.